there. This is Connie with Constantly
Today
Stamping.
I'm going to show you how to make these fun party poppers.
So let's get started. First I'm going to show you how to make the box, and then in another video I'll show you how I made the other decorations. So let me set this off to the side, and the first thing you're going to need is a piece of designer series paper, and it does really need to be designer series paper and not cardstock. Cardstock is too thick and it will tear up your envelope punch boards. So this one measures 6 inches wide by 4.5 inches tall. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cutting tool, and see, I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me see if I can move this here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score 1 inch from each end. So let me just make a light score mark there and turn it in 1 inch from this end. And then I'm going to score it every 1 inch. So score, and then I'm going to turn that around. So here's the 1 inch, and then now that I've turned it at 2 inches, let's see if I can get that right, 3 inches, and at 4 inches. So at 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that leaves you a 1/2 inch right here, and then 1 inch and 1 inch. So I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm just going to put the creases where I have just scored, and I'm just going to go ahead and just do them all. And then I'm going to take my envelope punch board, and what I have done ahead of time is I've just taken a piece of painter's tape, or you can use washi tape or some type of tape right here that's removable, and I've lined it up so that every single time I put it in here I know exactly where I'm going, so that I can line everything up. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to punch. Then I'm going to fold it and punch again. Make sure I line that up. And then open that up and fold it back. So you're actually punching through 2 sheets of paper. So you open it back up, fold the next one, and finally line that up. Make sure it's against the back and fold it. So you end up with something that looks like this. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it around. You don't want to do this top one on the short piece. You do on this. See here, this is the 1 inch piece. You do want to do this piece, but not. You're not going to be able to do anything down here. So you're going to turn it, and you're going to go, and you're sort of going to do the same thing. You're just going to fold it, punch, open it back up, and then fold it back, punch, open it back up, fold it again, kind of get it in place, punch, open it up, and fold it on the next fold, and then finally open it all the way up and line that up and punch it. Okay, so now we're finished with our envelope punch board, and I'll put the number for that on the So the next thing we're going to do, let me show you on this piece right here, we're going to add our fringe. So to do that, let me show you I really like black and mellow mambo together, and I just happened to find some crepe paper streamers that were exactly Actually, let me show you, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, crepe paper streamers. This is one that I got. It's just the kind that you remember you used to twist it and hang it from the ceiling for your homecoming or whatever. This I got at Dollar General. It has 81 feet. This is a pack that I got at, I want to say, the party store. And it has 2 rolls of 75 feet. And this one I got, let's see, I believe I got this one at Hobby Lobby for $1.29. And it has 1 3/4 inches by 200 feet. For my project, I used this one. It looks like Bermuda Bay. This one was white, and this one looks like Mellow Mambo. So I want to, whatever color I'm going to put here, I really want to be on the outside of my streamer. Now you're going to mix all this up and it's going to get all twisted together and everything, but it just seems like it looks better when this outer layer matches. So what we're going to do is take a piece. This is about, I think this is about 7 inches long. So I'm going to start with my pink and then add a layer of the white and then add a layer of the, I think the package called this peacock, but it, like I said, it looks like Bermuda Bay to me. And then I did another layer of the Melon Mambo, or bright pink, a layer of white, and then another of the Bermuda Bay. And then, just to make it easier on myself, I took a stapler and I stapled the ends. Do that really quick. Just make sure you have everything lined up. Okay, so now you've done that twice. Here I've got another one that I've done. So I'm going to take this. This is the side that I want to be on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side that I want to face out. And this is really much too long. This is only 4.5 inches and I did this almost like 8 inches. I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of room to get this where I wanted it. Now make sure, and I don't know if you can see this, let me find something to put behind it. Make sure that you are not going to put these streamers past any of these holes. So you just want to get it to the inside of those punched areas. And then, so make sure, whoops, I'm going to move this now. So make sure that you've got that to the inside of those punched areas. I'm going to just put this down and take you washi tape. Just some small pieces. I'm just going to put a piece of washi tape there. A piece there. Piece there, and then a piece there. And I'm going to do that on the other side. I'm going to lay it on my sewing machine like this, so that I can see, make sure that I'm catching this, and I know I'm going to catch this if I catch this edge. So I'm just going to run a straight stitch with my sewing machine with white thread down through here. Let me go do that, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I have run a stitch down through here. You can see on both sides what I've done, and then I'm going to take my scissors and just go right here and trim off this excess. Now I didn't do a good job, it's not real clean, but you can see here where I back stitched just a little bit to make sure it doesn't come loose, and I did that right at the edge of the paper. Okay, so now you'll see I've got that trimmed and ready to go. And then I'm going to take my new scissors by Stampin' Up. These are the Fringe scissors. And typically, now you will see, let me show you on a scrap, they say, or they recommend that you cut in this area, like from here to here, and you stay away from the tips. But on this particular project, I have like 6 layers, and I wouldn't do more than 6 unless you cut it in 2 separate batches. But when I do the crepe paper, it's a little thinner. So what I do is I just line it up and I cut all the way to the end. Now, close as you can without actually cutting into the paper. You don't want to cut the paper. You just want to cut right up to it. So I can get this side lined up. And do the other end real fast. And it's so much nicer than doing this by hand. I've done it both ways, and let me tell you, I would not want to do it without the Fringe scissors. Everything is so nice and neat, and clean and uniform when you use the Fringe scissors. There's 5, or actually 10 blades. It makes 5 cuts at a time, which is awesome compared to 1 cut at a time. Okay, and there's my last cut. Okay, Now, I am ready to start putting this together. I'm going to turn this around. This is my 1/2 inch piece right here. I'm just going to turn that up. Now, what I would do, if I were just making this for myself, I would go ahead and remove this, but you know, really no one's going to see it, so it's not really critical as long as you don't use anything really odd and bizarre right there. I don't think it'll matter. So let's fold this up. And then I'm going to take a little, I use liquid adhesive when I do this, and I'm just going to coat everything right here. Just give it a light little coverage. Put that away. And then we're going to pull this over and line this up. Make sure you have everything in and down, and then just kind of hold it there for a moment and let that glue set. And what I'm going to do, I'll show you on another video how to finish this up and how to make the rosette and everything. So I'll see you in a minute. Today I'm going to show you how to make these fun party